What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler, and today I've got a very interesting package in the mail from Puma. Huge shout out to them for sponsoring today's video and also sending over this kind of crazy duffel bag. Now you might be saying to yourself, a duffel bag? I thought this was a sneaker channel. What, they sent you a duffel bag? What? This is the cheesiest intro ever. I'm just gonna pull it out. Hold on a second, guys. Puma sent me a giant clear duffel bag, obviously with some sneakers in it and some other stuff, which I have no idea what it could be. I obviously wanted to wait until I filmed this video to actually check out what's inside, so now that we're here, we're filming the video, I finally get to open this package up, and I've been looking at this bag for like 2 days. I haven't been able to open it yet, so I finally had a chance to film this video. So let's see what's going on inside. Seriously, the anticipation was killing me. I couldn't handle it. Let's unzip this guy here and pull out this first black box that has a Puma note on it. You know what? I'm gonna put this bag off on the ground. I'll just pull stuff from that so the table can be free and clear. Let's see what the note says. Hey Seth Fowler. What's up, Puma? Back in 1980, the Fast Rider was a Puma running icon. Today, Fast Rider is reborn with a slimmer silhouette and bolder colors. Future Rider and Style Rider at Puma Sports Style. Well, thank you guys so much for sending this over. I appreciate it. Obviously, we now know the names of the sneakers in the boxes. I haven't actually seen them yet. I don't really even know what they look like, but we're about to find out. But obviously, before we do that, we've got to check it. Oh, no way. Puma sent me a special edition Puma branded Turtle Beach, I'm assuming headset? Gaming headset. If you guys are familiar with gaming at all, you know what Turtle Beach is, you know who they are, you know that they're an awesome headset company. So let's pop this guy open and see what it looks like. So I'm really excited to check out what's inside. I've never actually owned anything from Turtle Beach, so this is kind of exciting for me. Should I open it this way so you guys can see what's in the box? Probably, right? Okay, let's do it. Whoa, that's crazy. Okay, first we gotta read the little card that comes with it. It says it's the Turtle Beach Elite Pro 2 Super Amp Pro Performance Gaming Audio Headset. That's sick. Look at that. Even the card is dope. Let's see what else we got inside the box. First things first, the volume control. Look at that. Available on Android and iOS. That's sick. So you can change the volume on your phone, and you can also change it with this USB guy right here. This USB knob, which has a nice weight to it too. That's awesome. And then we've got the headset itself. I've never owned like a super nice gaming headset before, so this is like, this is really cool. I'm really stoked on this. And then underneath this foam we've got, okay, the accessories, the instruction manual, or as they call it, the literature. And then we've also got probably cables, like charging cables and stuff like that. We'll put these off to the side, look at these in a second. But first, let's look at the headset itself. Look at that. It's got my name on it. It's got some nice weight to it. You've got the little volume control knob right here. There's a name for this. I know there's a name for this. I just don't know what it is. I've watched a bunch of tech videos and I still don't know what the name is, so hopefully it's just a volume knob. I could be wrong. But man, look at this. You've got these articulated ear cups right here. Of course, with Puma and then at Seth Fowler on it. My actual username is at real Seth Fowler, but because it's my headset, it's just at Seth Fowler. These are wild. I don't know if they have active noise canceling, but even just putting them on my ears when they're turned off, completely blocks out the sound. I can't even really hear myself. This is crazy. This is a metal headset. That's why it's so heavy. Let's pull out probably the charging cables and stuff like that. We've got a mic. That's sick. Right, left, go. I don't know why I'm not like saying anything. No one does this when they're playing Call of Duty. You're holding, what am I thinking? Oh, you've got the normal white plates if I wanted to switch this out, which I definitely don't because it says Seth Fowler on it. Connect this end to headset. And this, I believe, goes into here. Ooh. Huh. You guys ever seen Knob Feel on YouTube? It's the best channel ever. Check it out. So here it is, the full gaming setup. Let's pretend like I'm playing something. Whoa! Let's turn down the volume a little bit, it's too loud. Oh, let's turn it up a little bit. Oh. Well, hopefully that's not actually how I sound when I play games because no one would ever want to play with me. Maybe that's why they don't want to play with me. Thank you so much, Puma and Turtle Beach. This is so sick. I'm really excited to use this. I can't even believe it. This is awesome. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so there's one more thing inside the bag that doesn't look like it's sneaker related, and it is, no way, a battery pack with my name on it. 5,000 milliamp hour power bank, compact and portable. Take your charge everywhere. It's Chargy brand. That's awesome. Let's pop this guy open. This is so crazy. I can't believe they personalized all this stuff. It's so nuts. Hold up, so you can actually plug this into the wall. I've never seen a battery pack that you could actually plug directly into the wall. That's awesome. And then you've got your USB-C at one end, and then your lightning at the other end. That's so crazy. And it's got my name on it on both sides. It says at Seth Fowler on the back, and it says at Seth Fowler on the front. Puma, thank you so much for this. This is crazy. But now it's time to move on to the best part of the entire video, and the reason you guys are here, the shoes. Okay, so first shoe out of the bag, we've got the Style Rider. Let's pop this guy open and see what it looks like. Okay, so it's completely wrapped up. That's good. Yo, that's awesome. I actually really love the way that looks. It's got like this really nice retro vibe to it. I mean, it's based off a shoe from the 1980s, so that makes sense. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really think Puma has been killing it recently. They've been putting out some really excellent models for the last like 2 years. The Thunder Spectra was one of my favorite shoes from last year. I wore it all the time. In fact, I still wear it all the time. It's a great looking sneaker. And since then, they've been dropping bangers. Like this is the Style Rider, I believe. It's a nice looking sneaker. So to start things off, you've got this nice white textile upper that's accented by this blue suede around the edge of the toe and around the heel. You've also got this interesting heel detail, which I just noticed, which is kind of like this red sort of gel thing. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like some toy from the 90s. I can't think of what toy it was, but I had a toy with this exact same sort of like rubbery texture and this sort of gel look. Of course, you've got this bold Puma logo in the midfoot in just straight black, and it's actually the only black detail on the entire shoe other than this little line running around the midsole, but it really stands out because of that. Not only that, but you've got bright red laces already laced up in the shoe, and then if you want to change it out, it looks like they also gave you some white laces as well. I actually really like this red stitching detail towards the front of the shoe, and then also this bright neon green accent around the top of the eyelets. I'm not sure exactly why it's there, but I dig it. It's a nice hit. Then on the back of the shoe, you've got this metallic silver accent, which really stands out. You've also got the Puma logo in the center of it. You've got this sort of double or segmented midsole. The top half has sort of this rounded, curvaceous feel to it and comes in a sail color. And then you've got this black line separating it from the bottom half of the midsole, which is just flat, and it also comes in white. And it gives this shoe a really interesting sort of segmented, sort of dad shoe designer vibe, because you know a lot of those designer shoes have these super chunky midsoles. Then on the bottom of the shoe, you've got this classic looking 1980s inspired outsole, which comes in a light blue. And I've got to say, this sneaker looks really good. It's obviously very 1980s inspired, which I think is really huge right now. And I think the colorway, although kind of crazy and kind of out there, really works well. I think it's fair to say that the Style Rider is pretty stylish. In all seriousness, I do like this shoe a lot, and I'm excited to check out the next one, so let's go check that one out. So the next and final item out of the bag is the Future Rider. So let's pop this guy open. Look at that. Whoa. This definitely has a similar vibe, but it's much more out there and much more unique sneaker. I think I prefer it, to be honest, but they're both great. So this shoe is the Puma Future Rider, and I believe it drops on December 7th, so if you're trying to grab this for yourself, that's the day to grab it. But it's a really unique and really good looking sneaker. It has a lot of that same 1980s inspiration that the Style Rider has, but it has a little bit more pop. It has a little bit more sort of oomph to it. And I kind of dig that about it. It might just be the colorway, I'm not totally sure, but I think details like this plastic rectangle right here, right up there on the bottom of the upper that kind of acts as a heel counter, really makes this sneaker stand out. Like, that's such a unique and different sort of detail. I bet it actually gives you some pretty solid ankle support. On the toe of the Future Rider, you've got this white textile mesh, and then around the edge of the toe, you've got this gray suede, which also appears on the heel as well. The suede actually feels pretty nice to the touch, like it feels pretty premium for a sneaker. On the midfoot of the shoe, you've got the Puma logo in black tumbled leather, which again pops really nicely. And then just behind that, you've got more textile mesh that comes in sort of a bright navy or royal blue. And that really sets the shoe off. That's like the main color that you see, in addition to the red laces, but of course the red laces you can change out if you want. I mean, I like blue a lot. Red is my favorite color. I mean, all around, this is a really clean shoe. Of course, to continue with that 80s inspiration, you've also got this lime green hit with the Puma logo printed onto it in white. You've also got another lime green hit on the medial side with this little tab detail. Not sure exactly what this is, but hey, I like it. It's a nice contrast. As I mentioned before, the laces on the shoe come in red, and then you've also got this sort of nylon tongue with the Puma logo in blue leather at the top. Of course, the edge of the tongue is unfinished, as were a lot of shoes from the 1980s, so you've got the obvious inspiration there. And then on the inside of the sneaker, you've got this white mesh sock liner, which is pretty well padded. Then moving even farther back in the shoe, you've got another neon green hit right above that red rectangle that I mentioned earlier. And then rounding off the back of the shoe, you've got these gray suede heel counters and also this white leather accent with a black Puma logo in the center. Then moving down on the shoe, you've got this nice sail colored foam midsole with this nice light blue accent, which all these colors really tie into the previous shoe. Like, it's obvious that they're part of a collection because they all tie together really nicely. And then rounding off the shoe, you've got this red 1980s inspired running outsole. The Future Rider definitely pops, and in a good way. It's got a bunch of really bright colors that all kind of go together nicely. They don't clash at all. It's a really clean look. Like I said before, the Future Rider drops on December 7th, so if you're trying to grab a pair of these for yourself, they should be available on Puma.com on that day. I think they're a really cool sneaker. They're an awesome lifestyle shoe, and if you want to be really adventurous, you could go for a run in them, but I wouldn't suggest that. I think it's definitely designed to be a lifestyle shoe, even though it's inspired by a 1980s runner. The part that interests me the most on this shoe is this plastic rectangle on the heel. I think that's such a unique detail, and one that I've never seen before on the upper of a shoe. That's pretty cool. But that pretty much wraps up the video for today. Now, I would love to know your thoughts on the Puma Future Rider and whether you'd grab a pair when it drops on December 7th. So let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, huge thank you to Puma for this insane package and sponsoring today's video. It's much appreciated. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.